can't be the police.
No.
That's what I think.
I'm not trying to be the police.
What are you trying to be then? Why are you running like this? I mean, no other paper server does that. My guy drives.
Today, you will witness firsthand the immediate and swift consequences of
Again,
Well, I'm asking,
you want to arrest you for trespass.
trespass is not an arrest.
This is an office. This is
Why
not
are you
public space.
touching?
Yes, and you're about to get arrested.
Say that I'm trespassing from the library, and then I'm gonna sue the city of Irvington. Okay? Tell me.
Just relax.
Tell me I'm not allowed to be in the library, and I'll leave.
Sir.
I'm not.
Let us follow the first incident, in which a seemingly routine traffic stop concealed a horrifying secret. A Dodge Ram was speeding at 90 miles per hour, weaving through traffic and activating fake emergency lights. When the vehicle was stopped, the driver appeared wearing badges, tactical gear, and a body camera, but it was clear that something was very wrong.
Wearing a badge like you are.
Well,
You ID'd yourself to the sheriff as an arson investigator.
I'm sorry, sir.
You ID'd yourself as an arson investigator, right? Where's that radio go to?
It's Adam Radio. It's A-Win Radio.
Where did you get A-Win radio at?
I'm with Adam as well.
What Adam?
Arkansas Department of Emergency
You
Management.
work for them?
I'm a volunteer for them. Yes, sir.
Who's the supervisor over that? Do they know you're wearing that radio while you're working your private job, serving civil papers?
Yes, sir.
They know you're using that radio?
Yes, sir.
They do.
Yes, sir.
Adam,
Yes, sir.
we're going to find out all that.
Okay.
Step out and step to the back here.
Sure.
You got your camera on. You better make sure it's recording.
Okay.
Let's step out. You got handcuffs too?
I do.
Step right back there.
From claiming to be an investigator, an emergency volunteer, to a firefighter, not affiliated with any agency, Jeremy continuously put forward one implausible explanation after another. But the more he talked, the more unusual details the police uncovered.
You have a weapon on you besides your pocket knife?
No, sir.
You have any firearms in the truck?
No, sir.
You have a canine in there?
No, sir.
Is that our frequency you're listening to?
Yes, sir.
What's the phone? Boy, we may go bond out on this. Contact Adam and see if they know who this guy is. He says he's a volunteer with them. He's got an A-Win radio. Where did you get the A-Win radio?
From Adam.
You're telling me that they know that you're doing this.
Yes.
You're out serving civil papers, using our radio, running lights and sirens. Didn't know he was behind you, did you? You're not law enforcement, you understand that, right?
Yes. I don't have blue lights either.
You're right, you don't have blue lights, but you're driving crazy down the middle of the road.
Okay.
That's not an emergency to go serve civil papers.
Okay.
This is our guy who serves our civil papers. Would you do that?
Okay.
They're writing you some tickets, and we're going to go to court, and there's other things we're going to do here.
Okay.
You got handcuffs in there, too.
Mm-hmm.
What are the handcuffs for?
They're from.
What are they for?
They're a theft deterrent.
A theft deterrent.
Yep.
What does theft deterrent mean?
Well, it'll keep somebody from breaking into my truck. Hopefully. That's the thought.
You're on court, correct? Okay. So you're saying carrying handcuffs in your truck means that they won't break into your truck. So you're making it look like it's a law enforcement truck, so they won't break into it?
If you walked up to break that window and break in, and you saw that, would you break in?
I'm not a criminal, but yeah, I'd steal your handcuffs and steal your guns.
Okay.
Is there guns in there?
Nope.
Anything else in there that IDs yourself as a law enforcement officer?
Nope.
Certified what? Fire and explosion investigator.
Mm-hmm.
You're wearing a badge to serve papers that says that. Who do you work for?
I work for myself, sir.
What's the name of your company?
Kirk O'Yule,
What kind of dog is it?
German Shepherd.
What does it do?
He's a tracking dog. He's a certified search and rescue dog.
So, Adam gave you an A-Win radio.
Yes, sir.
Who at Adam do you work for?
I work for the Races.
For what?
Races?
Races?
Yes. Radio amateur civil emergency service. There we go.
Let me see your radio. Hold on. We're going to do this. Let me see that part. You have an ID from Adam?
I do.
Let me see it.
Sure.
You're running red and green lights. Are you a firefighter?
I'm certified firefighter too.
Are you
yes.
a firefighter? What agency?
I'm not.
What emergency was you running to?
We've been over.
What
this.
emergency was you running to? We've been over it. Which emergency were you running to? What emergency were you running to?
I was trying to get to that lady before she left with her children.
Where are the papers at? Let me see the papers.
What papers would you like to see, sir?
Ones you're going to serve right now.
Oh, the
Step
sir.
up on him like that. Back up. Back up.
Listen,
I got a hearing disability. I'm sorry.
Well, then you can say that without stepping towards us.
Listen, I don't have a hearing disability.
Okay.
I can talk louder. But here's what you have. The papers that you're going to serve right now,
I can
that's
handle.
what I need to see.
Yes, sir.
Do you have insurance with you?
I do.
I don't need to hold it. I need to hold it with you.
That's everything I'm serving, sir.
No, I told you what you were serving. What I asked for was very clear. What are you serving right now that you were driving like that for?
Restraining order.
You serving a restraining order, which is not that's for divorce.
An order to give up the kids, and there's
You
a whole
drive
bunch
90
of
miles
other
an
stuff.
hour down a turn lane. School's about to get out. You put everybody's life at risk.
I don't think I was driving 90. I'm sorry, sir.
You got till March 21st.
Well, that's the court date.
Well, he's also our civil process server, so you can.
Right.
District Court of Harris County, Texas.
Mhm.
You said it was from Lonoke County.
I'm authorized through Lonoke County.
No, no,
That is not what you told me.
You told me when I pulled up to you, you said this is through Lonoke County.
A search exposed an array of weapons inside the vehicle, and every attempt at self-justification quickly collapsed under a pile of contradictions.
You think you're trying to be the police and you can't be the police.
No.
That's what I think.
I'm not trying to be the police.
What are you trying to be then? Why are you running like this? No other paper server does that. My guy drives a Mark's unit. He doesn't drive like that.
Okay.
He's a full-time certified deputy that serves papers.
Yeah.
And he didn't act like this.
Yeah.
You got this badge on right here. Why are you wearing an arson investigator badge to serve papers?
Well, I'm hoping it doesn't. I don't get shot.
So you're impersonating an officer.
No.
You're trying to impersonate an officer.
No.
That's what you're hoping it doesn't get you shot. You're.
Why are you taking my truck?
We're towing it, and we're going to inventory it
Okay.
because you got a handcuffs, you got a badge, you got a body camera, you resemble law enforcement, you're running lights and sirens down the middle of the road. You're telling me that the reason you have handcuffs is to theft deterrent, which doesn't make sense. You got felony charges on you, and you got a badge. And I know what it says when I get close, and I know what you're saying. You're saying you're an arson investigator. Nobody in this state or this country is going to use you as an arson investigator because you're a felon. Okay? This to me looks like you're impersonating an officer. You're running down the middle of the road at over 90 miles an hour with lights going. It says caution working dog. You're saying you're a civil process server. You're telling us that you were trying to get here because this says take kids and stuff. This doesn't say take kids. It says it's an emergency order.
Okay.
So the reason we're telling you also about it, why do you have a radar in there?
It says I enjoy playing with it.
You're playing with it.
Yeah, I enjoy just watching it.
The radar. You enjoy watching the radar. I'm not sure you don't try to pull people over. And I run 6 or 8 of these unmarked Dodges.
Back up.
So
You have guns in here?
Nope.
you're under arrest. What's in the back of your truck here? What are those for? Are you a CPO? Where'd they come from? Who owns those?
I do.
Where'd they come from?
The CPR store.
Are you a CPR instructor? You got your card? Who do you instruct for?
Somewhere. American Heart.
What's in the box? What's in the box there?
I don't think anything is. I may have a jump box in there.
What's the last class you taught? Where was it at?
It was yesterday, and it was in Pine Bluff.
Who did you teach it for?
UAPB.
They know you're a felon?
Nope.
What's the combination for this?
I don't know.
Back there, no.
Get a search warrant for anything and everything that's not locked if he doesn't want to cooperate.
Our privacy law, it's not locked. I was gonna say our policy says I can enter.
We may need to get a search warrant for his house.
You can be a felon in the notary.
No? You can't be bonded and be a felon. Do they know that you're... When did this get issued?
That was issued, it expired in 2027, so it's recent.
So you lied on some paperwork there to get that. They asked if you've been convicted of crimes.
Nope.
You didn't lie on it?
Nope.
You put on there you was a felon?
Nope.
Jeremy was formally arrested on charges of impersonating a police officer, unlawful use of emergency equipment, and reckless driving. Under Title 18, United States Code, Section 912, Officers or employees of the United States. Whoever falsely assumes or pretends to be an officer or employee acting under the authority of the United States, or any department, agency, or officer thereof, and acts as such, or in such pretended character demands or obtains any money, paper, document, or thing of value, shall be fined under this title or imprisoned for not more than 3 years, or both. The unauthorized use of emergency equipment may result in substantial fines, suspension or revocation of a driver's license, and criminal prosecution, misdemeanor or felony, if the use of emergency lights creates the false impression of police authority.
He's got a breathalyzer, he's got a taser, he's got everything in here. I think a search, I think we need to have a search for his house.
And do a charge of possession of a weapon for each one of them.
How's that gonna work?
You'll see. You're acting like a law enforcement officer. You have radar, you have BAC, you have PPT, right? What's it for?
Make sure I don't drive drunk.
Make sure you don't drive drunk.
Mm-hmm.
So whenever you, where are you headed to meet this lady?
School?
What school? You keep saying school. What school?
The high school.
The high school.
What's her name?
I don't know. You have to look at the paper.
Who told you she was over there?
Her ex-husband.
What school were you going to?
The high school.
You said the high school, well, and then you paused. I'm a trained investigator, okay?
Uh-huh.
I'm trained in interviewing techniques.
Uh-huh.
Okay? You're lying. What school are you going to?
The high school.
Take his camera and put it in evidence too. We want his cameras.
Is it on?
It is on.
Recorded?
Awesome.
Yeah.
It must be admitted that Jeremy spared no expense. He had everything from a radar gun, a breathalyzer, and professional-grade radios to a body camera and full tactical gear. At a glance, an ordinary member of the public would have been very easy to deceive. However, he was not a professional con artist, and he paid a heavy price for it. For this reason, the fake, corrupt cop we have just seen deserves a score of 0 for his reckless and ill-considered actions. Keep watching the video, because you will not believe just how interesting what happens next will be. The confrontation began with an order to leave, escalated into a dispute over a no trespassing sign, progressed to threats of arrest for trespassing, and ultimately erupted when the officer was questioned about physically touching civilians and claiming it was a lawful order.
But just like, so...
Okay?
Yeah, no,
Oh,
so
yeah.
the
I mean,
other office
except for
has a-
she almost assaulted him,
Yeah,
but...
she touched me. Well, I'll look. But no, I'm good right
No,
here.
I'm good right here. I'm free
But
to stand.
There's a sign in there that says no unauthorized access, like it says you can't enter. So of course you wouldn't enter
So
there.
you're
but
actually breaking the law. So it's just please step over here.
I'm breaking the law, doing...
past that doorway.
there's
What?
No trespassing.
It says one way, go this way.
You're in an office. You're in the actual office of an employee of the city. That is not public space, okay?
It was
considered-
public space.
It's not was, it's not. I'm
It
telling
was,
you.
it is. What?
So we can talk, but you have to get step out of the office.
Why?
Because I'm asking you to, and because it's not private,
Are you
it's not public.
trespassing? Are you
Are you
trespassing?
Yes.
trespassing
If
me?
you want, I can. You
No,
want
I'm
me to arrest
asking...
you?
Excuse
You
me?
want me to arrest you for trespassing?
Trespass is not an arrest.
This is an office. This is
Why
not
are
public
you
space.
touching me?
Yes, and you're about to get arrested.
I'm...
It is a lawful command to step out of this private space. This is an employee's
Right.
office.
So we'll wait for your supervisor then.
I am a
Who's the
supervisor. There he is.
Why,
Obviously
so
not
why
doing-
did you put your
obviously
hands
not
on me
doing a
then?
good job.
So if you want to stay, what's considered public to this.
You like assaulting women?
Why'd you put your hands on me?
No, that's you making it up.
Buddy,
He's not allowed to put his hands on me. No, he is not.
It's like don't try to
So-
intimidate
No,
me.
I was not under arrest. He
I'm
was
just
not
trying
allowed
to
to
get
put his
told.
hands on me.
What does this say?
Why are you guys so upset?
Because you're giving me demands.
It says one way.
And what is it?
I'm
That
upset
doesn't
that
say
he's
public
touching me.
space.
Stop at a green light. It says it's not public. Is there a sign on the door?
This was a
Is this
public
public
office
space?
until
Are they
they
allowed to
decided
do
to
this
say
area?
it was private.
Is that why you're here?
No, I
this
was
is
here to
Florida.
take
They have a public
pictures.
meeting, yeah.
She decided to put her hands on him.
Yeah, that's
And then
that's
she
what you
called the
do.
police, and that's why you guys are here.
This is private, right?
Yes, of course.
Arrested.
I will do that when I'm ready, but thank you
Council
so much.
chambers so now this is public.
So
It's private as well. The city council hall chambers.
Is it common for you to put your hands on citizens?
Yes, if I have to ask them or if I'm going to arrest them, it is very common.
You
So
were going to
if you
arrest me
notice-
for
yes,
what?
I was. For
No, I
trespassing.
said for what?
For trespass.
A legal dispute erupted, with the group of civilians denying the trespassing allegations. The situation ended when the chief of police arrived and acknowledged that the lack of proper signage was a mistake on the part of the city.
That's not a
He
distinction
touched
of
me.
your job.
He touched me unlawfully, so I'm good.
No, what I'm telling you, so I have probably been in, and this is not an exaggeration, over 1,000 city or town halls across the country, Chamber of Commerce places, right? Never have I ever walked into a city building where there was an office that was not open to the public, that was not marked that it was unauthorized access, no trespassing.
that's something that
Second,
we may need to
if
look
we
at.
went into one of those offices, which we've had, and I have a pending case going on against a police officer right now who is currently suspended for doing exactly what you did. The law is very, very clear and upheld in Supreme Court that you can give a trespass notice. However, we need to first be trespassing. And by stepping into an office that's not clearly marked, that has clear verbiage towards an egress, that is not grounds for a trespass.
Had I grabbed you the way that he grabbed me a few minutes ago, I would be in cuffs. Grab my arm just like this.
Yep, I did.
Wasn't under
After
arrest
I
at the
told you
time,
several
nothing.
times to step out of the private
Unlawful
office.
commands.
I was in an unlawful
Unlawful.
command.
That is,
That's
that
what-
at that
that's what we
point,
talk
it was
about law,
public.
man. That's what we talk about law. Like, to be perfectly honest with you, you need to read the Supreme Court's ruling on this.
Okay, but that still doesn't change the
It's
fact.
You sound
clear
ignorant.
egress. It is. It's an egress. The way that it's not.
It's an
First of all,
office.
it's not marked. So we have component number one.
Again,
right?
private homes are not marked. That doesn't
Ignorant
mean you go in
hog.
the house.
This is a public building. So as far as the Supreme Court has ruled on this issue, right? You've been kind enough to.
Okay, so I got
Thank you
the-
for having a conversation with us.
Yeah, so I got the other side of the story. I got your guys, I got their side. So here's basically what's happening. That door should be identified and it's not. That's a mistake on the city. That's gonna be rectified.
All right, thank you for correcting
So,
that.
It's all good. But I would ask that if an officer just asked you to leave an office, that you guys would respect it, and then we could deal with it like we're dealing with it now.
Absolutely. Chief, you're absolutely right. And I was just explaining to the lieutenant, excuse me, the bars, my eyes up, is that I don't want the conception to be here that we hate police. I have police in
No,
my family.
we-
police
we
in
know
my
what you
friends.
guys are doing.
It's
That's
just,
fine.
it's the approach, right? Like, if I can guarantee you, you've been doing it a long time. If LT comes into the office and says, hey guys, listen, we can figure out for this for debate later. The city attorney for issues like this, chief is on his way. Let's step out and have a conversation until he gets here. We're not saying you can't do it. I just don't want you to have to go to jail. Conversation like that, then, I mean, we have a non-issue. Then I'm speaking just because I've not been rude to any of the officers, except he comes in, grabs her by the arm, and he's telling her that she's going to be arrested. I'm just trying to explain, as we've kind of figured out here together, that Supreme Court has ruled that if it's an open egress, component one, that's not been clearly marked as no trespassing, unauthorized access number two, or it's a flowing, I forget the word, a free-flowing egress, or something like that. Which you would think there's arrows pointing to the door, there's no
There is.
signage, it's open, and the office is open. So I thought that it was an extension of here, right? So that's what I'm trying to explain. So understanding that in that aspect of understanding trespassing, we're right? So when he comes in and starts putting hands on when we know we're right, now what do? Do we stand our ground because we know we're right and we let him keep assaulting her? Or do we forcefully allow ourselves to be vacated from a place that we have every legal ability to be
And it
in
was assault.
because we don't want to get put in handcuffs?
No, I get it, but I think there's a third option, and that's politely step outside of that door.
The woman demanded an apology and declared that she would file a formal complaint, while the group of civilians stated that they would make the incident public.
From an office that at this point we've understood was not marked as private and at the time was public.
It would be nice to get an apology. That absolutely would do a world of difference, especially for where he's going to be posting that. But the complaint I would like to pursue because I don't want him thinking that this is okay to do to somebody else. If there's no lesson learned, he'll do it again.
Okay. So, your name is William?
I gave him my name because he had a nice, cordial conversation with me. I haven't really had a conversation with you, so.
I need your information.
Because I'm the
for
complainant?
Yes.
Okay, Anna.
Actually, just so you know,
Two ends or one?
you can fill out a complaint without any personal details. as long as the police can confirm that you're the complaining party, which is part of the reason I didn't want to turn it on paper. So you can give him your name as Anna, last name can be Citizen, and then he already has our email address, so he has a way to contact us. That's really the only information if you don't want to give it more that you need.
Okay. Well, I mean, I already gave him my name, so they were going to write it down anyway.
I'd heard it in there, but for some reason Ashley stuck in my head. So anyway.
It's all right.
All right. So Anna, all you want to give me?
Yes.
Okay. And
I just got assaulted. I mean, I've given, you know, city employees and officers my name before who've met me with respect. I feel completely violated. I can still feel his fingers on my arm, and he's walked away for 30 minutes.
We're a different type of people, thank you. If you look at my channel, the last 3 videos that we posted are us like hanging out and having a good time with cops. Yeah, I'm gonna let you find out.
You're gonna find out.
Make me search for
No, people will call you.
You're gonna find out.
People are gonna call.
They're gonna.
All
But just so you know, we do ask that people, if they feel to redress their grievances, they do not call business or 911.
Right, we don't have them do that.
Because my channel is so big that if they were to do that, that's the only thing that you'd be doing.
They'll want to redress with the
And
city
we don't
and the
put
PD.
like phone numbers or addresses either. Just let them know the name of the departments. If they want to reach out on their own, that's on them.
And there's probably going to be a couple compliments as well, because Hightower and you yourself seem to be doing.
Officer Stewart may face an internal investigation for abuse of authority, potential violations of the Fourth Amendment, and internal disciplinary action due to conduct that negatively impacted the reputation of the city police department. Officer Stewart's actions in this incident constituted serious violations of professional conduct, unnecessary use of force, and the use of offensive language, earning him a low score of just 1 point. Like the video if you agree with our assessment. Will the next officer change the lucky score, or turn out to be just another corrupt cop? The exchange quickly became tense when the journalist asserted his right to record inside a public library, while security insisted that permission from the director was required.
Who are you, sir?
I am the security in the library.
You're the security of the library?
Yeah.
And your company that you work for?
Township.
You work for the government?
The township.
The township?
Yeah.
And your name?
I just asked a question. Just answer me because I'm here every day. First time I see you recording in the library.
Oh, no. No concern.
The director don't tell me anything. The director don't tell me anything. Somebody's coming here, recording something. Oh, that's okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I'm just recording. Just taking pictures in the library, public library. That's it.
The director no?
The director? No. Yeah. I don't know who the director is, no.
You just come in recording?
Yeah. I don't know who the director is.
Who are you?
I'm an independent journalist.
Well, you need the approval of the director. You just come in and just come in like this and
why would
recording the library.
Why would I need? Why would I?
I know you're an independent journalist, but they should know. Okay, independent journalist, strategy, whatever name of the media coming here today. You're gonna, for such purpose. They gotta come here. They gotta recording. They might enter people.
Now let me ask you a question. So there's cameras in this library, right? You were just looking at them on the screen, correct? There's cameras here. So did you ask my permission?
I asked.
But listen, did you ask my permission to record me in the library?
I don't record you.
There's cameras here, so I'm being recorded, right?
This is security library. There's camera.
Police arrived, and the journalist refused to provide identification, was insulted, and accused of obstruction until a supervisor intervened.
Have your ID?
No.
You have no ID on you?
I only provide ID when I've committed a crime. I haven't committed any crimes, so I don't provide ID.
Oh, are you on any medication?
Medication?
Yes. Do you take any medicine for anything?
Do you?
No, I'm asking you a question.
Do you take any medication for anything, ma'am?
No.
Okay.
Do you take any medicine for anything, sir?
Ma'am, can you just identify yourself for me?
Yes, and I'm gonna have to ask you to leave because you're just standing here and obstructing. You can't stand in front of the doorway.
I'm not trying to stand in front of the door. I came out here to speak with you. I'm trying to gather the rest of my content for my story I'm working on in this library.
What story are you working on, sir?
A news story for the library.
Well, can
Freedom
I
of
see
press.
your ID?
No, haven't committed a crime, ma'am. Why would you need to see my ID? You need reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime to see my ID.
Okay,
Can I ask for a supervisor?
Yes, you said your you're here on. You're
Can we call a supervisor?
Okay, you said you're conducting
Lawful business, constitutionally protected business.
Okay, and
I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not creating a disturbance.
You are on township property.
Public property.
This is township property.
Public property. Correct. Public property.
And I'm also a township employee.
Correct.
So that's why I'm here to address the issue.
I don't have an issue with anybody. I don't have an issue.
I'm telling you.
He has an issue, and he's trying to kick me out of a library that I have a right to be in. I'm not doing anything wrong.
But the policy is that you can't come in there filming like that.
But the policy, first of all, no one's even showed me a policy. First of all, and then second of all, even if that was a policy, if there was a policy against women coming into the library, would you enforce that policy, ma'am? Library and as well as the municipal building. I was just in City Hall, not harassing anybody, not following anybody, not causing a disturbance in any way, just getting the architecture of the building, exercising my freedom of press right. This gentleman told me to, the library director here, Mr. Brown, he had told me that I can't film, that it's against the policy. I looked up the policy online. It doesn't have any mention of filming in public, and what I'm trying to explain to him is that even if there was a policy against filming in public, it is public. Nobody has an expectation of privacy. There's a camera right above your head over here. There's cameras all inside. No one asked me for my permission to film me because it's public. They don't need it. And I'm a journalist. I'm exercising my freedom of press right. That's all I'm doing. And I'm just trying to be reasonable here.
I understand,
but,
and I appreciate that.
And I just also want to make a comment. When your Detective Frazier came up on the scene, she tried to escalate the situation. She wouldn't identify herself, even asking me. I'm talking to her like I'm talking to you, Sergeant. And she's like, "Are you on medication?" Like, to demean me, sir. To demean me, asking me if I'm on any sort of medication. Wouldn't identify herself. And when she did, she yelled it at me. Very unprofessional by her. And I just want to conduct my business.
I understand. So can I just show you a policy that maybe you didn't see and it was handed to me?
I will look at the policy, but I just want to ask you a question. Are you policy enforcement or are you law enforcement?
Well, if the policy is for the public library, they have this policy, okay, you do have to obey it, okay? And it says here, if I'll just show you.
Yeah, I'll look at it.
Look. Photographs shall not be taken on library premises without the permission of the library administration and the permission of all library users to be photographed. So it says without the permission. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're trying to do something, it could have been as easy as telling him what you're trying to do, and maybe that agreement could have been made.
I told him I was a journalist working on a story.
No, permission before you.
The plan to remove the journalist on trespassing charges quickly collapsed. He stated he was prepared to sue the city, refused to leave, and concluded with a familiar message.
Done.
You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we've already told him, okay, you have to leave the library. Now what am I going to do? Come back on that to appease him? No, he can't come in this library.
Okay, so I'm gonna come in. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come in the library, and then they're gonna have to say that I'm trespassed from the library, and then I'm gonna sue the city of Irvington. Okay?
Sir, hold on.
Tell me.
Just relax.
Tell me I'm not allowed to be in the library, and I'll leave.
Sir.
I'm not going to. No, because he's not being reasonable. I've been reasonable enough.
Can we talk to you outside?
Enough of the.
Don't. Listen,
I'm going in a public library. That's it.
I understand, but
that's all I'm doing.
They have policy. That's
so
the only thing
trespass me from the library, and I will leave.
But what I'm trying to tell you is there is a verbiage
it's an
here
unconstitutional policy.
Sir, there's a verbiage in here that we can make everything work, and that's what I'm trying to do here.
I understand that, but he's not complying with that.
Just step outside.
He's not complying. He's not complying with that.
Please, just step outside for a second so we can talk. That's all.
All right. I'm just. It's just becoming annoying. It's becoming annoying at this point.
Can I ask you something?
Just want to go take my pictures. Go ahead.
Can you go to another library?
No, I want to go to this library. I want to go to this one. Yeah, I'm working on the story of the city of Irvington. This is the Irvington Public Library. I was in City Hall. No one gave me a problem about filming in City Hall. I did the same thing in City Hall. No one gave me a problem. I can get the camera footage. Ma'am, do you understand? I can get the camera footage of this library. It's public record. It's public record.
Would it work?
No, but that's the whole thing. That's the unreasonableness of it.
Okay.
Frazier exemplified a toxic police officer, completely failing to uphold the law, displaying poor communication skills, and violating citizens' civil rights. Although no lawsuit ultimately occurred, the officer's misconduct once again earned a dismal score of 1.
I was looking for the probation office.
Okay. How can I help you?
Do you know where it's at?
This is it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I just wanted to go in the lobby and look at what's available for the public.
You can't go in the lobby.
Why not?
Because I said you can't go in the lobby.
Oh, you're above the Supreme Court?
The Supreme Court. We have a COVID law right now.
What
do you need in the lobby?
I just want to see what's available for the public. Any kind of public information, that kind of stuff.
All right. Go ahead and read and sign this.
Go
All right, read and
Patriots.
sign that. Once you finish, you can stop right here. And just not going to go all right?
Yes, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Where do you live?
Louisiana. That was going to be one of my next questions. Yes, sir. That was going to be one of my next. But that was going to be one of my next questions. How do I go about switching, or if it's even needed to be switched? Because I'm more than willing to.
We have one officer that handles the ICOTs.
Yes, sir.
She is not here. Okay, so you come back or you go straight?
I'm going straight back to Louisiana. I've got work.
We can come back another day.
Okay, do me a favor. Start on this. Let me see if I can get
I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are we good to go here, sir?
You gotta give me my license back.
Uh-oh.
I'm just checking to see if that gentleman gave me my license back. Okay, let me check. Thank you.
These people are weird here. They don't like cameras.
Oh, is that where they got the picture of that?
Yeah. And you know damn good and well she got half her life on Facebook.
You already know it.
She said, don't take my picture. I said, I go on Facebook, I'll get 60 of them.
Okay. Period.
Yeah.
I don't care if you trust me or not what you did. That's fine. I don't want you near me. How about
Today, you will witness firsthand the immediate and swift consequences of karma.
Dumb white in a blue car. Motherfucker, I know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. What you need to do is figure it the f out before you...
All I can tell you about him is he can't go out there. That was it. He's really and I say going after because
Today, let's take a look at how the dumbest fake cops manage to turn themselves into complete jokes.
Vehicle! Unbelievable. Hey! Dumb white in a blue car. Get over! Yeah. You better figure it out. Hold the over. Over. You better, out of my funeral, out of my funeral. You over there.
On September 7, a funeral suddenly descended into chaos when a man was seen swerving through traffic, sounding a siren, and unlawfully directing traffic.
What are you doing? What the f does it look like I'm doing, dumb? Get the f over before you find out.
Stop pretending you're a police officer.
Listen, motherfucker, I know what I'm allowed to do and what I'm not allowed to do. What you need to do is figure it the f out before you start talking shit. and cutting us off.
I'm not cutting anyone.
Go ahead and pull your little phone out.
I'm not
do
cutting
your little
anyone
Google
off.
search and figure out what we're doing and what we legally allowed. Good. Then back off and give us room.
I'm not interfering with you at all.
You are by running along.
You've been blocking traffic.
Yeah, I need you to stay to the side, sir.
Dude,
that's what the legal law is. Go back and look it up. 316. Good. Call them now. Please, 911 right now.
I'm not calling 911.
Go ahead. Call the 911 right now.
I'm not going to call 911.
Tell them it's on video too. Let them know all of us. It's on video. We also have your tag
stop
number.
blocking
So
traffic.
please let me know. Left lane hard to the first exit you come across. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's at least get some speed. Let's get to 100. Somebody get this dumb blonde out of the way. They're in the left. They're in the right. I mean, we're in the left. They just shift lane.
Move to the left, Civic, move to the left.
Right there.
He claimed to have authority until real police officers arrived and the truth was exposed within minutes. As if that were not enough, officers also discovered that the motorcycle had been reported stolen, causing Jeremy to panic and scream even more.
I need a unit up here now so he can take over. It's on my motorcycle, Sergeant. You want me to go back to my motorcycle? You want me to stand over here, Sergeant? I can't, because unless you're going to put one of your cruisers here and hold this funeral, I can't do that. You hear me? Sergeant, piss me off. Sergeant, I'm not trying to piss you off. Get your license. So you want me to go? Okay. Get your license. All right. Sergeant, we can transfer over to Woodbury. What happened? I'm looking for you. Oh, that's such a nice thing to say. It is, isn't it? I missed you. I know you did. No, hold on. You want me to move my bike, Sergeant? Where's your gun? Where's your gun? Just got WOR. Yes, sir. I have a valid registration from the state of Florida, Sergeant. I need units back here now with video cameras. Now! Sergeant, my vehicle's not stolen, Sergeant. I can tell you right now, everything's being videotaped on my body cam, Sergeant. Okay, you're so that's not a firearm, Sergeant. Let's go. That's a less lethal, Sergeant. So legally, for the per Florida statute, I'm allowed to carry that, Sergeant. 970. Go ahead and look it up, Sergeant. The vehicle's not stolen, Sergeant. I have the registration for the vehicle, Sergeant. I have the registration for the vehicle, Sergeant. Sergeant, get your lieutenant, please.
There is no lieutenant. I'm
Then
it.
get a captain.
There is no captain. I'm
Then
it.
get somebody that outranks you, Sergeant.
Nobody
I have
outranks
the
me.
very valid registration, Sergeant, that shows the state of Florida gave me the registration and that tag. The tag was stolen off another motorcycle. That motorcycle was stolen. We were given the tag back by Orange County Sheriff's Office, and then that tag was given to us by the Department of Motor Vehicles, Sergeant.
Where you have handcuffs?
Make sure you have your body cameras running.
Body cameras are running. Why you have
I'm
handcuffs?
not talking to you, officer.
Okay.
I have the registration for that vehicle, Sergeant. I want everyone on this scene with their
Handcuffed and escorted to a police vehicle, Jeremy continued to argue and justify himself regarding the motorcycle and the license plate. However, all of his explanations were meaningless.
Because the Honda was stolen, and we got the tag back from the Orange County Sheriff's Office, and then we registered it to that motorcycle. And that motorcycle has that tag. And the Department of Motor Vehicles issued the registration sticker for that tag.
Huh?
Put him in the car.
All right.
Drop that.
In the car, dude.
You just chill. If it's an issue, we'll figure it out. But you screaming and yelling isn't going to change that. Well, pulling me out, putting me in cuffs, when your car is, when it shows signal 10, stolen, it's a felony. That's how it's done. Registration, and I have the registration on my phone, but just you guys are refusing to listen. Just sit tight. Okay. Open the window, please, officer. Thank you. I appreciate it. Officer! Sir! Good. That's not stolen! What? 26. Please get a lieutenant. I'm begging you to get a lieutenant. I never resisted you. Sir. Officer. I know you see I'm a felon. That's why you're ignoring me.
The list of charges was read aloud. He was accused of offenses including impersonating a police officer, nonviolent obstruction, unlawful use of a radio, and multiple traffic violations. Under United States federal law, impersonating a government official, including police officers and federal agents, is a criminal offense. Anyone who falsely assumes or claims to be an employee or officer acting under the authority of the United States or its agencies, and acts as such, for example, giving orders, demanding money or documents, may be fined or imprisoned for up to 3 years. In the United States, the offense of obstruction is generally considered minor under state law. Most traffic violations are administrative offenses, but they can be elevated to misdemeanors or felonies if they result in serious accidents, involve failure to comply with police orders, or include dangerous driving to evade law enforcement. The incident began when Coker claimed the crash happened because he bent down to pick up his phone and denied using any intoxicating substances. However, crashing into a mailbox, his red eyes, and his evasive answers immediately raised the officer's suspicions.
The only thing I know was I saw the phone down on the seat and was reaching for it to get it. You got a gap right there.
You had pill balls and seen legs when I walked up. What was that?
I have to check to see what they are. Wait. Come on. You know, right there in the middle of the back seat. So you got off? Probably my You got off at 6 o'clock today? I did. I got 2 kids. Did you go straight to bed or what was the deal? No, I did. So you've been up since last night? I have. The Adderall?
What is it? The Exotram or what?
Lorazepam? Yeah.
So they cause dizziness. Have you taken a couple of these?
No, not today. No. Not a one.
Coker used family-related excuses to delay the test, despite being warned that his gun and badge would be taken if he refused. Under pressure, he agreed to the test but continued trying to stall for time.
I got a sick kid at home. I can't. That's why I'm trying to get back to you. I'm trying to get better prescription. Can't even go on. I'll be glad to come up here just a little bit.
But I don't feel safe that you're driving right now until you know that you're okay.
Well, can I get somebody to come get me? I promise you, Lieutenant Captain, I am fine. If I hit something, it was dropping my phone. It ain't the sleep.
Well, listen to me. We're going to have to go this route, what I just told you.
Okay, I'm telling you, I can't do that right now.
You don't have no other choice. I'm telling you that right now.
Captain, with all due respect, when I get off, I have obligations to find. That's why I couldn't go tonight to begin with. But I'm making it work. But I have to get back home to get me.
We're not going to have this discussion. You're going to WK. You're going now.
Captain, I can't go right this
You're going now.
Okay, well, what if I don't?
We're going to have a problem.
What's the problem?
You probably administrative leave.
For what? Because I can't go right this second because I'm on my off time? If using your POV, we wouldn't be out here right now. I know that. But you in the city vehicle. Right. And it's her word against. She got some videotape? Man, listen to me, man.
This is not court. This is an administrative deal.
I know that, but I'm just saying, anybody's out there, the police, like I said, if I drop my phone and went over the line, I'm not doubting that. Yes, sir. But I have to get to. Give me 35 minutes. I'll come back and do whatever you want me to do. Can't do that.
Can't do that.
Okay. Well, can I get somebody to come get me?
No, you gotta
come with us. If I cannot come with you. If you refuse, we're not gonna have no choice but to put you on administrative. And what does that mean? That means that we have to take your gun, take your badge, and then we gotta go to the chief's office. And then the chief administration will take care of that. That's what we have to do. We're obligated to do what we're doing right now. That's what I'm trying to tell you. So if we refuse, we ain't gonna handcuff you and take you with us, but we're not gonna give you the keys to the city car. We're not gonna do that. Can I get my stuff out of it? Slow down. Are you going to take the test, or are you not going to take the test? I will take the test today. I just can't.
Coker attempted to move toward the vehicle but was stopped, then openly challenged the officer's authority, claiming they lacked legal grounds. A supervisor immediately stepped in and made an important clarification.
No. You're not going in the vehicle. Listen, you don't understand, Coker. I got the keys to the car. I need that money. Yeah, we're going to get my money. We're going to get you the money. Nobody trying to keep your money from you. Nobody gonna keep your money. Well, why can't I get it now?
Step to the front of the car, man.
You can get it front. Hey, stand in front of us.
Good, how are you?
Now I'm in trouble now. Okay. Stand back in front of the vehicle. I need my cigarette. Stand in front of the vehicle. Am I under arrest?
No.
What I need to stand in front of the damn vehicle? Because I said so, that's why. Well, who are you to say so? You ain't no rank to me today. At this point, I don't trust you, man. I don't care if you trust me or not. I don't want you near me. That's fine. I don't want you near me. How about that? Okay. Where you are? Hey. I'm just trying to look and see where it's at. Hey. It's probably right on the...
Just come back over here, man.
Jesus Christ, man. I'm under arrest, Sarge.
You're not under arrest.
What in the going on?
Under arrest.
I hear what you have to say, but you ain't got no ground for me. That's where you're missing it, man. I'm missing it. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. You in the city car. Oh, I might be, but you have no jurisdiction right here. Take me nowhere.
It's not a criminal matter, dude. It's an administrative matter.
It's not. It is an administrative matter, but I've done nothing wrong. Where's the complainant?
These are the complainants.
Who's complaining? What is the intent to permanently deprive? How long does that roll on for?
Go stand in front of that car. I do know you. That's why I'm asking you to stand in front of that car.
Can I get my notice? I have to have that.
Coker, stand in front of the car.
I'm in front of the car, Captain. I'm good right here. Listen, man. I'm good. Let's not get to the point where this thing gets escalated. It don't have to get escalated because the thing is, you're OJ here. Okay? And you might have the car, but you don't have me. Okay, I understand. Okay, and I'm just going to cut and dry on that. That's where I want to. Okay. I think I'm good. Let me tell you something. Okay, go ahead and tell me. Don't get too close. That's what I'm saying. Then back up on me. I'm right here. Okay. I'm asking you to stand right there. Don't stand right there. I'm just saying, I don't want this thing to escalate. How's it going to escalate? You tell me. Well, I'm telling you, I don't want you to get too close over here. Let my captain do what he got to do. Okay. That's what I'm asking. You tell me how it's going to escalate. I'm hoping it don't escalate. Well, what would it escalate into? I don't know. I'm just telling you. I'll let them know that it's going to escalate because I'll stand on the curb. I don't want it to escalate. Yeah. Me. Okay. I know you don't. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I know you just stand right there. Don't get closer to me. Then you don't get close to me. I'm right here. I'm good. I'm good too. Cool. I just want my... We're on the same page. We're on the same page. Yeah. No, I don't think we are. Yeah, we are. I don't think so. Yeah.
Coker challenged authority and denied legal justification, but the supervisor confirmed this was an administrative disciplinary matter. He was forced to leave the department-issued vehicle behind, and 2 weeks later he was terminated for misconduct and refusal to submit to testing.
Well, that means that at some point we're going to have to get your weapon and all that, and it's going to have to be an investigation. So, I get paid. Just be cool. Yeah. I can't work for part-time. No.
All this work is taking night.
You say you need to go ahead and leave, man. We're gonna and everything and all the sequence of events that have taken place today, Lord knows I hate it.
Fake cops always deny authority and jurisdiction. Coker was deliberately trying to detach himself from the police chain of command by using arguments commonly associated with sovereign citizens. Those who are impersonators or guilty often become aggressive when cornered, attempting to regain control. More importantly, a fake cop usually cannot keep their story straight under close questioning. The lowest possible score was clearly made for him. On November 16, Corey drove a Silverado while pursuing a Pontiac as if he were on duty. Real police officers quickly confirmed through internal communications that he had a prior record of impersonating a police officer throughout the Derby area.
They decided they're probably going to want to do one car because he's got cameras, so he probably could have videoed his own shit.
I'll get him in my car, get him pulled up, and then whatever, I'm assuming,
He's hanging out here.
okay.
I have his passport.
Is it Corey?
Yes.
It is Corey? Okay.
Oh, you're familiar with him?
No, I just know the name from the tag. He's registered owner to it out of Derby. So I'll get him.
Beachboro has an email from Sheriff Easter that says he needs to be arrested and has been impersonating Oliver Derby or something.
Yeah.
Is Crafton coming out here? Yeah, Crafton told me he was
He's supposed to be. I'm assuming Max is on his way out too. Maxfield. So.
Corey was ordered to remove all fake police equipment and was searched again. During questioning, he repeatedly fabricated stories. How exactly did he lie?
Well, get him out, get him stripped off, and switch cuffs out.
Yeah, I know, it's probably turn around for me.
No, it can shut off.
Is it going to go off on its own?
Just shut off. And then the radio has a power button.
Dispatcher count 7.
Sit tight. Hold up. I know they already searched you, but I'm going to search you again. You have anything on you? You're going to poke me, stick me, harm me in any way? Sounds like you're trying to impersonate a police officer.
Absolutely not.
No? Okay.
Nope. I'm sorry, repeat that. Never have, I never will.
All right, well, you just saw me pull up, right? So I'm trying to get as much information as I can in a short amount of time, so I just need you to be patient with me, okay?
Police returned to confront him and formally announced Corey's arrest. Only then did he begin to worry about who would take care of his child and when he would be granted bail.
See that you work for?
Kansas Investigations. Well, I worked for, as a private investigator, I worked for the state of Kansas. And
you work for the state of Kansas?
Whoever employs me, yes. And then I also am a bail enforcement agent.
Okay. Are you licensed?
I'm licensed under both.
Under the state of Kansas?
Yes,
and
for both, yes.
Okay.
Somebody has my credentials somewhere.
Okay.
Card, or my bail enforcement card. My private investigating card is elsewhere. I was on my way to help another agent of mine, and I had a guy for some reason who, when I was merging on K15 to 230 or I-35, whatever, I-35, somehow for some reason he didn't like it, pulled up beside me, and then he cocked his gun, held it up in the back windshield, and then from there, I just basically, all I did was hit my air horn, the air horn, to get it. I said, and I told him with my finger, pull over. Probably wasn't a smart idea because he had a gun, but I don't know what his issue was either.
Okay, so...
And then that's basically what happened. I come over around this way, they're behind me somewhere and pull me over. I'm heated. I need to eat. I'm hypoglycemic, and I had a gun pointed at me. So I was a little...
You get pulled over, you get out, you walk up. What happened between the conversation between you and the deputy?
They just said, like, who are you, or I guess, or something like that. And I basically told him the same thing that happened, and he said, well, I didn't, or McMahon, he said, I didn't see a car, and I'm like, well, I wouldn't be doing all this if there wasn't even another, party involved. So, like, I know, I've never been arrested my entire life. The only thing, I don't do this crap.
Okay.
Yeah.
When the guy pulls a gun out on you, instead of looking him up and all that, why don't you just call 911?
Well,
I say, hey, I'm a go agent in front of this guy, and he just pulled a gun.
Well, for the longest time, he was behind me until I slowed down to the point where he would literally have to go around me.
Okay.
That's when I was behind him, and I did that in an attempt to get his plate. Because, like I said, the guy was behind me from K15, or in the Derby 135 and K15. So, yeah.
Okay. Is there any type of information that you can think of that I need to find out? Like, is there something that you can think of that I didn't ask?
No.
Were you next to him, beside him, in front of him, at the stoplight?
I don't recall if I was behind or if he was. I don't know, because he either went straight or whatever. But these are f***ing hurt my bones, my arms.
I thought I was recording. I actually only have one video, which is really fucked up hit, sadly. Because the only video I have is like a 12-second video on the curb, which at that moment he wasn't doing anything because there was a car in front of him. Can I see that video? My phone's in my car. It doesn't show anything.
I saw the lights and I heard the siren and I was like, okay, that's weird. These lights were white. And I had to say it twice. But he said he got up. He said, I was in the lane to go up. He got beside me and started calling me. That's where I saw him stick his head out the window. Okay. At him, and it was like, that's why I saw that right truck move off. And I'm like, they're involved. Whatever. It's like, this is weird. And they kept going. That guy goes this way, and the rest of the light. All I can tell you about him is he had brown hair. And that was it. Because we were and I said going after because he was. Yeah, I'm surprised I didn't ride up on him because he stopped so fast, and that's when I turned my lights on. So I never tried to talk to him.
Okay.
Learning the truth from
within U.S. law enforcement circles. Corey Farmer is often compared to Jeremy DeWitte, another notorious police impersonator. Due to his obsession with playing the role of a police officer and his stubborn refusal to stop, even after being arrested. This kind of behavior unquestionably earns the lowest possible score.
Impersonating a police officer. You're about to be booked into Sedgwick County Jail, okay? All right. Your truck is going with us. It will be secured in our secured facility until it's released back to you. Is the truck registered to you or is it registered to the bail bonds? Okay.
When am I able to get out?
That part we'll have to talk whenever we get down there and figure out what your bond amount is. I don't know what it is off the top of my head, okay? So.
If I'm able to bond out, am I able to go home just simply because I have two kids that I need to get?
Well, if you bond out, then you bond out. You can go do whatever it is you want to afterwards, okay?
When will I find that out?
Once we get down there, I'll find out if there's a bond for it, okay?
Okay.
But I don't know what it is off the top of my head, okay?
With?
Kansas Investigations.
Who's that? Like, who's the local office? Where are you headed? Who are you?
I'm getting ready to. I got several guys chasing a guy right now.
Okay.
They're behind him, and I'm trying to.
Figure out who the hell you were. I'm running your tag and everything. So
okay.
Get after it. Where are you going?
Well, I got to get him on the horn. I got you behind me. I got to link up with them. They're telling me they're tailing him right now.
Where? Where are they?
Lincoln and Lincoln by the Quick Trip over here. Lincoln and Tin Can. They're constantly on the move.
All right. Plates are getting disregarded. Federal guy had to call.
Mistaking Corey to be a federal agent, the officer follows Corey, who has now managed to convince the officer to join him in the chase of a suspect.
10-4, stand by. If I disregard all, be back on cell. Business 271. Side of moment. Are you still wanting the K9 unit and a female officer? Check the female officer. Okay. 10-4. 330. 33.
Yeah, I'm nowhere near them, so they're gonna go continue, and I'm gonna link up with them. I can't just keep driving.
What are they after? Got a fresh pursuit, or just trying to catch somebody that's wanted?
He's an active warrant, but he has a gun with him. He has a gun on him. He's a active gang member, and it can't even double bunk him. Annex for fighting, and yeah, he has already pointed guns before, so that's. But he goes to a specific spot. He gets paper tags put on his vehicle. We've been watching him for quite some time, and then he has people that drive him around. He knows he's doing some time. I can get you all the information, but his file is with my guy who is following that guy currently.
Not believing Corey's story fully, the officer asks several questions, the answers to which are unsurprising.
Who are you with?
Kansas Investigations.
Who's that? Like, who's the local office? I mean,
that's my business.
Okay, so I mean, what's your title? I guess I see you're with the warrant for Kansas Investigation.
Right.
What agency? I guess would be the umbrella for you guys.
Well, I work as a private investigator, but I also work do warrants too. So
okay,
I work warrants.
So are you a bondsman? Or you work with bondsmen?
I'm not a bondsman.
Who's going after him? Who's the they?
Zane. I got Zane Nickel.
I mean, are they your guys? Other PIs?
Yes.
So what's, I guess when you guys catch this guy, what do you do with him?
Taking him straight to Suffolk County Jail.
Just for the warrant? Correct. But who do you do that for? Like, are you under the bondsman?
Right, yeah,
okay.
It's a big will. But the problem is he pointed a gun, and now my guy had taken off after him while I was static over there by their house at one of the addresses. So there's 3 addresses. I'm over there, he's driving by, but he has people driving him, and he knows it's a cat and mouse game. He's already pointed a gun before, he just did it again, and that's why, I lost him, so I had to.
What's his car? What's he in?
Black Mercedes Benz with the paper tag. 2 drivers, one is like 6 feet, they're both wearing white shirts, and he's 5'11". I gotta get all his information. My other guy has it.
Well, here's the thing, Mr. Farmer. You're not an emergency vehicle. So you can't be running around lights and siren endangering lives to catch up to people. Hell, I can't run hot just to catch up to bad guys anymore. We have to be in fresh pursuit. But I'm interested in the information.
Okay.
Because Black Mercedes.
Yeah, Black Mercedes. The only reason I did that, I know it's still wrong, and I should have just called for you guys, was the fact that he pointed a freaking gun, because that's in his attachments. Known to carry, or like a ghost gun or whatever, he chases off the serial, or scratch off the serial number.
Well, I'm trying to find my email, because I get 700 of them a week and delete them. There was a homicide Sunday night, and it involved a black Mercedes car.
This guy is Bad News Bears.
Wait a minute. Do you know
the bigger guy?
But who is that?
Not Daniel. No.
You don't know who that is, though?
Nope.
Where are they at?
Hey, where are you guys at right now? East. Here, look. Say it one more time on speaker so he can hear, because I don't even know where the hell that's at. Here, hold on. Say it again. It's on my Bluetooth.
Lincoln and Hillcrest off of Woodlawn.
I know, but what's the place?
There's a computer depot.
I know where it's at.
Operations like AOK. It's 837.
It's a weird place. It's not far from here.
Okay. I told him. I passed that information off.
He's at the detail place.
Yep, and they had flash guns already. So.
All right.
Yep.
I could take your car from you. You don't have permission to run hot.
Understandable.
Knock that off, man. It's not safe. Trust me. If you crash, you don't want to know the liability you're facing.
I hear you.
I'm going to creep over that direction and sit in the area. I'm not just going to storm the fort. I'm going to make some phone calls on the way, though, and see if it's someone we need to mess with, all right?
Okay. And I'm just going to post, we're just going to post that video.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, can I get Zane's phone number just in case we need to communicate so we don't run into each other over there?
Zane, can he get your phone number?
Corey was sentenced to 1 year of probation. However, due to the repetitive nature of his offenses and their seriousness, including deceiving real police officers, Corey Farmer's legal record later became more complicated with additional arrest warrants. In the U.S. justice system, a court with proper jurisdiction may impose probation instead of incarceration if the defendant pleads guilty or reaches a plea agreement with reduced jail time. The procedures and judicial authority governing the imposition of probation are set forth in 18 U.S. Code Section 3561, Presentence Report, Sentencing Procedures. A court may impose probation as part of a sentence in lieu of imprisonment